So this is where it all happens. This is the PC. Probably what you all see from a distance, but you've never really seen up close. Just make it to the plane. All you have to do is just make it to the plane. Looking at all of this, I don't know. That's all meant to fit in there, by the way. All of that, in there. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have to cut some stuff. It's like 1 kilo over. We might have to do something tricky here. So we just wrapped up the 100K end of an era stream, and as always, just overwhelmed with the generosity and the fun and the kindness that we always have online together as a community. It's been an unreal year, and we're about to start another chapter. But just before we do that, I realized that I've never really shown you guys like the setup from my perspective, and I know a lot of people are interested in that kind of stuff. The purple glowing room is where it all happens, so I thought before I pack this thing down and try and fit it all into a suitcase, I will show you guys exactly what I'm working with. Not all of this stuff is going to be coming with me, parts of it will. I've invested in a whole bunch of other things to try and make it feel a little bit more portable, but yeah, come in, I'll show you what it looks like. So this is where it all happens. This is the PC. As you can see, doesn't get cleaned as often as it should. It's not a very good one. It probably looks cool if you don't know what you're looking at, but it's not a very good computer. I'm probably due for an upgrade anyway. So that's the computer. I'll show you guys the background. Probably what you all see from a distance, but you've never really seen up close. And I mean, let's start with this, right? Because this is such a cool little piece here. Simpsons collab with Blink-182, Aliens Exist, which is like the perfect little art piece for the background there. Major League Baseball, little nod to my limited baseball career. Got the old school film camera, the alien light, which has just been kind of iconic through this whole journey. On this shelf, we have my little gray alien who's meditating, sitting next to the Borg, which is actually floating. Just like the Baltic Sea anomaly, it's separate from the surface, and you can kind of see that there. Got some candles and stuff just for some nice smells, you know how it is. Got the, what is this thing called? Diffuser, that's right, that's what it's called. Usually I just run it as a light, but I do have like this stuff here. This stuff smells so damn good. So sometimes I do actually put some in it, and it smells great. Here's a small chunk of my book collection. Got some Diana Pasulka, Nick Cook, Ross Coulthart, Annie Jacobson. What else? Dr. Joe Dispenza, Jacques Ballet. A couple other things as well. And I actually do have one more print here. This one, you can see that there is Mo Sislak with a Bring Me the Horizon collab. So you can see there it says Don't Let Me Drown, and you've got the Bring Me the Horizon artwork there as well. So I can't remember where I picked those up from. I think I was just scrolling Instagram, and when I saw like the Blink Bring Me the Horizon Simpsons collab, I was just like, I need to have that right now. Thank you very much. Now let's take a look at the actual battle station. So I did eventually upgrade to a 2-monitor setup, and you can see here, this one's kind of like an ultra wide screen, and this one's just like a 27-inch. I've had this one for a while. That was my original monitor. Got the light bar up here, which is actually honestly so cool. Like it just creates like a nice vibe, honestly. But it's really great for streaming too. Like it creates just some nice light. Here's my camera, the camera that notoriously overheats if I don't turn this fan on. It's on now because I literally just finished the stream and I haven't turned it off yet. But if I don't turn that camera on, that's when I usually disappear and the screen goes black because this overheated. My lights, these ones are probably going to be coming with me because they're small enough to pack. The mic, which is a Blue Yeti, wrapped in ivy, which apologies to ruin some of your immersion, but it's not real. I know, sad, isn't it? But it's not real. We've also got it up here. It's fallen down a little bit, which is fine because it's about to get taken down anyway. Just kind of makes like a nice little bit of nature in here, even though it's fake. But I feel like that green always goes really nicely with this kind of like chestnut colored desk, which I did on purpose. So I really like that. The MMO mouse with extra buttons here because I'm a virgin gamer, and you never know what kind of abilities you need to bind to these buttons here. Corsair keyboard, which is Honestly, a really nice keyboard, really good for gaming, nice, like, good sounding keys. I really like this one. This won't be coming with me though. And the Stream Deck. This is where all the sound bites come from. This, you can, I don't know if you guys can see, but like, see this one here? Hospital? Yeah, that's get this man to a hospital. That's where it comes from. The purple light, the big one there, and we got another big one just here. That's what creates the ambience in the room. I've got some mini versions of those that I'm gonna be packing, because I feel like the purple vibe is too iconic. It wouldn't feel like Polarity without it. So we got to bring it with us. Other than that, I mean, everything's kind of getting packed. You can kind of see we've got a few things in boxes and stuff already over here. Other than that, the only thing is the chair, which is Secret Lab Titan. Honestly, this chair was like 750 Australian dollars when I bought it, like maybe like 4 years ago. And it's good, but I don't know if it's $750 good. I mean, come on, it's just a chair. So that's it. That is the end of the purple cave here that's about to get taken apart right now. I've got a lot of packing to do tonight. So after I take this down, I'm gonna go store a bunch of it. And then I've got to try and fit everything else in my suitcase. And I feel like that is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I'm a little bit worried about it, to be honest. There we are. That is everything gone. Everything in this room is now gone. Luckily, I got some last minute help that arrived from my sister and her boyfriend. Shout out to you guys. Thank you. Made that a lot easier. And to be honest, I thought it was going to be easy, but after realizing how much it took with all of us, I'm definitely glad you guys came. And now it's all in the car, so I'm going to go take it, come back, and then it's time to pack my suitcase, which wait till you see that because there's still shit everywhere. Update, it is 20 to 11 p.m. Same day, I'll show you guys what I'm trying to fit in here. And like I said, honestly, looking at all of this, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have to cut some stuff. This could be a long process. And before I actually get into that, I've been craving an iced coffee frappe from Macca's all day. And I think I'm gonna be rolling the dice here because I don't know about you guys, but iced coffee frappes from McDonald's, they're amazing. They taste so good, but it's like a 50-50 chance that you will drink it and you'll enjoy it and get on with your day, or you'll drink it and you'll be shitting your pants for 12 hours. I think I'm willing to take this risk because I really want one, and I'm gonna need the caffeine because I feel like I do have a big job ahead of me because I don't think this is gonna be easy and it's gonna take some time. So quick trip to McDonald's and then we're gonna get into this. Let's go. We're driving the 8-seater van, and like I said in the last video, I had to hire a car, and I knew I was hiring an SUV, at least that's what I ordered. And when I got there, she was like, "Oh, we've upgraded you for free to the 8-seater van." I was like, okay, I don't actually want an 8-seater van, to be honest. I just would like what I hired. That would be fantastic. Wow, the drive-through is full. And it is 11 p.m. on a Thursday. There you go. So here I am. You can see it a bit better now in the light. Yep. All the seats are down because I've been moving stuff. And that's what I thought. After a while, I was like, you know what? It's actually probably kind of helpful. I have to move so much shit. So, you know, it all worked out in the end for the best. Here we go. Can I please get a medium-sized iced coffee frappe with no whipped cream?
Yeah. Have you understand?
No thank you. I haven't had one of these in a long time, and I am mildly concerned that I'll shit myself, but you gotta risk it to get the biscuit. Okay, this bloke's just pushing in front of me. It's cool, I was here first, but you can push through, that's okay. I'll just go fuck myself, no problem. I think I mentioned in the last video as well how this, you know, the last 8 weeks even, just leading up to this, it's just been a lot. I've had no social life. Just been focusing on YouTube and trying to organize everything that's about to happen. It's been a lot mentally, and my mantra has just been, just make it to the plane. All you have to do is just make it to the plane. And I feel like we're kind of on that last hurdle now. It is still 3 days away, but getting out of this house and getting it wrapped up means I'm going to be just living in my suitcase, basically ready to go. So although it's still a couple more days away, I've got a few family things coming up in the next couple of days, like some going away parties and just some general stuff before I head off. But I kind of feel like once tonight is done and we're out tomorrow, we're kind of home. We're home free. We're home free then. Still got to make it to the plane. Never know what could happen, but I think the thick of it is done, and I can't wait.
Sorry.
That's all right. Thank you. That's okay. That was a long Macca's run. It's now 11, so it's 20 minutes, which doesn't sound like that long, but McDonald's is right next to my house. Does our caffeine top up equal 20 minutes saved? I feel like we're probably going to be operating at a net loss in terms of time here, but you know what? That's life, isn't it? That's life. Sometimes you get a coffee and you shit your pants, and that's just life. They are so good. That's like cracking a bottle. We're caffeinated. Let's go home and do this thing. Fuck, brain freeze. Okay, we're caffeinated, and now it's time to get into this mess. And like I said, I think I'll give you guys a quick rundown on like what all of this stuff is, because you're probably thinking like, how is this an office? How is this going to be where you run Polarity and a new YouTube channel from? Well, I'll try and give you a quick little overview, and then I'm going to set this camera down and we're going to put some music on and just kind of get into it. This is really all just like random tech stuff, right? We've got hard drives, universal adapters here. This is a headphones case, power bank, old spare phone. I feel like I'm overpacking shit. Microphone, a lens. I can definitely fit some more stuff in there. These are just wipes to keep the screens clean. Sunglasses, hard drive, more spare headphones. I don't need these. What even takes these? What even uses a 3.5mm jack anymore? I mean, honestly, that can go. Earplugs for noise cancelling, because, you know, we like it nice and quiet. Please, everyone be quiet. Desk clamps, cables. This is a dock for my gaming system, which I'll show you. And yes, I am bringing a gaming system. That's going to be for the flight. These are just like little random like tech pouches, I guess, to keep in like your carry-on bag. You can store, you know, power banks, chargers, and all that kind of stuff in. This is my carry-on backpack. It actually can fit a lot of stuff in there, which is going to be useful. Here's my drone. We're going to be getting some nice cinematic shots wherever we go. I'm looking forward to that. This is the gaming system. We got the new Xbox Ally X, which is like a handheld, kind of like a handheld Xbox with a PC in it, and you can dock it, right? So you put it on this thing, you can set it up on a dock, connect it to a monitor or whatever, and use a controller. These are my lights. Like I said, we've got to keep that purple vibe happening, right? So that's what these are for. Neck pillow, obviously you need that when you're flying. The laptop, that's what we're working with. That's a case for it. That's a towel, like a microfiber towel that's like easy to pack. I have coat hangers, which probably seems ridiculous, but if I'm going to be living somewhere, I want to be able to hang up like my nice t-shirts, right? So, you know, if we can fit them, we'll take them. Passport, don't forget that. This here, again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit this in, but it's like a stand for my laptop or my second screen. I don't want to feel like I'm roughing it wherever I go, because, you know, this is important and I want to do a good job. So you got to have good tools, but will I be able to fit it? I don't know. That's another question. This is like just a packing cube, probably full of clothes that can go over there. Boom speaker. I hope I can fit this, because, you know, you want to have some good music. You want to have a speaker where you can pump some tunes. Power board for the setup. Another clamp, I think. This is a pair of shoes. Running belt. A day backpack. My God, I have so much shit. Some lights, my camera, this all needs to be packed. These are just like these little tech pouches where you can put just accessories, cables, all this kind of stuff. This is another one here. That's a capture card. Yeah, we might be doing some streaming. Who knows? Who knows what could happen? Anything could happen. More cables. We like to be organized if we can. a little selection of sunglasses, a mouse, we need that. Of course with the gaming keys, because you know, you never know when you might want to play some World of Warcraft. This is the keyboard I'm bringing. It's a Logitech something, but it's a lightweight Logitech keyboard, and it's made for travel with Bluetooth, so it's kind of light. Got some extra cables in there as well. Just another case I have to figure out how to fit. First aid, in case I fall, trip, or graze my knees. I need to be able to fix that, obviously. That's another universal adapter, more cables, and then this is the second monitor. And I'm kind of nervous about this thing because like I wanted to pack it in this, but I think this just takes up too much room. I may have to substitute it for the bubble wrap, but this is a 2K monitor that you can just set up like this and plug in whatever you want, and it basically acts as a second monitor. But as you can see, like it's quite thin. It's very thin actually. And this thing is not super protective, so I am a little bit worried about this in my suitcase. So that's what I'm working with. That's all meant to fit in there, by the way. All of that in there. And I have toiletries that aren't even here, so yeah. Well, yeah, we got it all in, but I think we're gonna be over. I might look at my baggage and see if I can add more weight, but I think ultimately, like, I need to reduce this. Like, it's just too much. I'm gonna wrap this up here, and I'm gonna maybe see if I can make this smaller somehow. But I'll check in with you guys, I think, probably when I'm about to head out. You may notice something a little bit different. Yeah, that was never all gonna fit in one suitcase, ever. So we've now got the YouTube studio in one suitcase and all my clothes in the other. And also my backpack is really heavy. So I think we've almost got about 50 kilos all up between everything, and this is probably the smart way to do it, to be honest. So we're gonna weigh it now and see how we go. 18.4, that's the first one. Ooh, okay, so what's that? 18.4. That's like 1 kilo over. Damn, all right. We might have to do something tricky here. We made it. Turned out the suitcase was almost 2 kilos over, and I didn't do any kind of repacking. I just thought, you know what, I'll just pay the extra, whatever. Got to the counter, checked the bags in, and she's like, oh, we normally allow 1 kilo. I think it was definitely closer to 2, and she's like, don't worry about it. So we're just getting the mandatory coffee now, lactose free, hazelnut shot, by the way, latte. And once we finish this, we'll head down through immigration, do all the other things. I got an email that apparently you can't take power banks on the plane, or you can, but they need to be in like a sealed plastic bag or something like that. Because I over-prepared for literally everything for this trip, I bought an absolute behemoth of a power bank. It was expensive, so I don't want to lose it. So I want to try and make sure I've got to find a plastic bag that seals or something like that, which I think I can get down there, but I'm not sure. But I got to do that. Otherwise, I think I'm going to lose my power bank. But hopefully that's okay. So in the last couple of days between these clips and when I was packing at the house, it's been about 3 or 4 days. It's the 1st of December now. And in between those days, it's just kind of catching up with family, staying with family, had a few little going away things, which I might upload a picture on because my family surprised me with a 100k cake because I recently hit 100k subscribers over on my other channel, Polarity, which was completely unexpected of them to do, but it was really, really sweet. It was a really nice cake as well, and it was just nice to kind of have the family together one more time before I went away. And I'm excited.
very excited now. I think coming up to the airport, I was starting to get a little bit nervous. Not in a bad way, but you know, it's happening. It's happening now. But now we're here. The bags are checked in. Basically, just got a couple more hurdles to go, then we're there. I will say though, it is weird traveling with suitcases, especially two. Like in all my traveling, I've pretty much traveled with just a backpack, like a big heavy backpack, and that's it. Having two suitcases that are both kind of heavy, I feel a bit obnoxious. Feels a bit over the top. It is what it is. I would like to be able to get it to closer to 40, including the carry-on. That would be better, but we'll see. Like I said, I think over-prepare to get there. I'm there for a couple of months, work out what I need, work out what I don't, and then maybe just cut a few things loose. I think that'll be the way to go. There it is. We made it. So I think I'm going to try and get a few more hours sleep on this plane. It was an early start today. My sleeping pattern is so out of whack as well. And I've been so tired these last few days. I think just mentally, physically, emotionally, just like drained and exhausted. So hopefully get a few hours in. Got some food booked though. Looking forward to that. Can't check in until 4 p.m. though. So gonna have to find something to do until I can do that. But I'm sure that won't be a problem. But yeah, that's it for this one, guys. The next video will be in Bali. The adventure actually begins. So make sure you're subscribed and I will see you on the other side. Peace.